What do you want?
Vanilla man.
Yes. Namaste, everyone. As usual, we can begin with 3 ohms, but before that, just a couple of quick note over here. Today, because of some errors that happened and reprogramming we did on the Zoom, many of you would not have gotten the usual notice this thing, but it will be okay from tomorrow on. So now we are ready to begin with 3 ohms, and so we can begin. So let's take a deep breath in. Our usual disclaimer: when you attend this session, you do so with the understanding you're responsible for your own well-being. Life in Yoga and I don't take any responsibility towards the outcome of your attendance here. So with that understanding, please exercise caution what you do. And the rule of yoga is everything should be done without any strain whatsoever. Keep your awareness within and make sure the breath is always slow and smooth. So let's begin the chakra vibrations. Bring your awareness to the perineum. And as we squeeze at the perineum, we do LUM. Take a deep breath in. Release the fingers and continue. Bring the awareness an inch or so above the perineum, and this is behind the pubic area. As we draw in there, we do VUM, pressing on the ring finger of the thumb. VUM. 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 Vam. Release the fingers. Continue. Vam. Now bring the awareness behind the navel. As we draw in at the navel, pressing on the ring finger, we do Ram. 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 Release the fingers. Continue. Ram. Ram. Last time. Ram. Now, bring your awareness to the middle of the chest, in between the breasts. As we press at the index finger, we do Yam. Yam. Yum. 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 Release the fingers. Continue. Yum. 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 Last time. Yum. Bring the awareness to the throat, and here we do hum, thumbs up, loose fist. Hum. 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 Release the hand. Continue. Hum. Hum. Now bring the awareness to the middle of the head. We do chum, thumbs up, loose fist. Chum. Release the hand, continue. Chum. Bring the awareness to the middle of the top of the head, and there we do Om, thumbs up, loose fist. Release the hand, continue. Now we go on to the Ujjayi Pranayama, happy face breathing. Those of you who know it, please proceed. Keep the palms open, thumbs up, whichever way you like. And those of you who need instructions, bring your awareness to the lowermost part of the mouth. Focusing there, make a big smile with the cheeks coming out. As the cheeks come out, feel a slight stretch in the bottommost part of the mouth. Focusing on the stretch, inhale and exhale, and you'll feel as you inhale like a mild sucking sensation and a reverse sensation as you exhale. Please continue. A few quick announcements. First thing to note is today being Sunday, we have the extra half-hour time for discussion. If you would discuss anything, please keep your thoughts ready. You can put it in the chat box if you like. Second thing is, as you saw from yesterday, I'm here in the Miramar, Pembroke Pines area near Fort Lauderdale, between Fort Lauderdale and Miami. This morning we had a nice mat-based session right over here, right on this patio here. So if any of you are close by and want to come in the morning, we begin at 7 o'clock, 7 to 8:30. So if you want to come in around 6:45, you're welcome to come and join us over here. And and the other thing is about the Houston program for the at the Houston what is that Arya Samaj facility, as well as the Atlanta facility, Atlanta program. They are already put on the website. It includes the Zoom link, so you can see over here presentation, spirituality and healing aspects of yoga, January 29th, and then the next one, presentation and practice, health and healing with yoga, February 2023. The second one, February 2023, February 4th, is in Atlanta, and that is this same link. So only thing is, we'll begin in the same program at 4 in the afternoon, and we'll have discussion, and then we will go on to our practice at 5:30. So if you click on, and the spirituality and healing aspects of yoga in Arya Samaj is right here, and you can just click on the link and you can join. And the other program, the Atlanta program, you can see over here, health and healing with yoga, and there again there is a Zoom link where you can join, and it is the same Zoom link as this. So those of you who are part of this program, you don't need anything else. Only thing you have to plan to, if you want to listen to the discussion, you begin at 4 p.m. As you can see, 4 p.m. to 5:13 p.m. yoga concept discussion, 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. practice. So it is the same link. You don't need to do anything except come early. So with that, we'll go on to our usual session. So as we continue the Ujjayi, we can do shoulder rotations. Inhale, lift up both the shoulders. Exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. Last inhalation and last exhalation. And now, when you begin, bring your fist downward so that you can have the good bend. And then as you inhale, open out the palms 90-degree angle and spread out. Exhale, fist. And inhale. And you can lift the head up when you inhale, and as you exhale, chin down. Last exhalation. Now, as you inhale, stretch the hands up together and look up. Exhale, bring the hands by the side, chin down, and come bring it together and continue. Exhale. Now we can go on to the, actually we go to the neck exercises first, right? Yeah. As you exhale, gently tilt the head to one side, inhale, come back. Exhale, tilt the other way, inhale, come back, and continue. Last exhalation, inhale, come back. Now we do the four sides. As you exhale after a deep breath, we do the sound ah to the right, left, and back one at a time. And then chin down, we do the sound ma, or the humming sound. So take a deep breath in, and first round we will do 3 times in each side. Take a deep breath in to the right. Twist a little further. Little more. To the left. Further. Even more. Now to the back. Little more. Little more. Chin to the chest. Now, second round, twice in each direction, to the right. To the left. To the back. Chin down. Third time, once in each direction, to the right. To the left. To the back. Chin to the chest. Straighten the head, and focusing on the top of the head, you can do ah or om, whichever makes you feel better. Now bring the chin down to the chest and we go 360 degrees around the neck. Inhale half a circle and exhale, complete the circle and continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now stretch out the hands in front. Inhale, lift up the palm and stretch out the fingers. Exhale, thumb in and make a downward facing fist. Inhale up and stretch. Exhale down and continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Keep the fist and go around the wrist. Inhale half a circle and exhale, complete the circle. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Elbows in line with the shoulders, fists below the chin. As you inhale, go around the wrist, open out the palms. And as you exhale, make the fist and come in again. Last inhalation and last exhalation, and let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now interlock the fingers, bring it behind the head, expand the chest, pull back the shoulders, and stretch out the elbows. As you exhale, twist to one side, inhale, come back. Exhale, twist the other way, inhale, come back, and continue. Last exhalation, inhale, come back. Get hold of the elbows behind the head. Exhale, pull on one elbow, inhale, come back. Exhale, pull on the other side, inhale, come back. Continue. Last exhalation, inhale, come back. Now bring the hands behind the back. Get hold of the elbows. Take a deep breath in. Pull back the shoulders, expand the chest. And as you exhale, twist to one side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, come back. And continue. Last exhalation, inhale, come back. Get hold of the hips behind the back. And as we Inhale, we push on one hand and make a backward arch. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, push on the other hand and make a backward arch. And continue. Last inhalation, last exhalation. Now we cross one leg over the other. Get hold of the knee on the top. As you exhale, pull the knee towards the opposite shoulder, turn the head the other way. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull and turn. Last exhalation, pull and turn. Inhale, release, and we go do the other side. Last exhalation, pull and turn. Inhale, release, and now we can stand up. So, those of you, Amma. So those of you who don't have good balance, hold on to something. First, we will start with bending the knees. Inhale, exhale. Feel the stretch in the ankle. Last inhalation, last exhalation. Separate out the feet comfortably apart and we go around the hips. Inhale half a circle, exhale, complete the circle. Last inhalation, last exhalation. Let's go reverse. Last inhalation, last exhalation. Now keep your, we'll do the pelvic bend, and those of you who need to sit down to do that, you can do that. So the rest of you, you can keep standing if you have good balance. Keep the feet comfortably apart. Bring the hands behind the back. Take a deep breath in. Pull back the shoulders as you inhale and stretch backward, lift up the chin. Observe the stretch in the lowermost part of the spine. Inhale and exhale into the stretch. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, lean forward, keeping the chin up. Bend only from the hips, keep the shoulder pulled back. Observe the stretch you feel from the hips all the way down to the feet. Inhale and exhale into the stretch. Release the hands and bring it down towards the floor. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, twist to the left and hold your left leg. Feel the weight increase on the left leg. If you feel comfortable, you can stretch even further to the left. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, twist to the right. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, come back to the middle. Inhale and slowly come up. Take your seat. Actually, we can go inside now. Take your seat and we will do the alternate nostril breathing. Begin by inhalation from the left nostril and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right and exhale through the left. Now we can go on to the first round of Bhastrika. So let's get ready. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Ujjayi Kumbhaka followed by Brahmari. Now we can go on to our mantras. So bring the awareness to the chest area and mentally vibrate Haim, Haim, Haim. And after a minute or so, you can make it Haim Nam, Haim Nam, Haim Nam. Now you can bring your awareness to the lowermost part of the sternum. From there you can visualize the respiratory mantra, Haim Em flowing through the middle of the body and going out of the top of the head. If you have any discomfort in the throat, you can use the home mantra and visualize it moving up. Or else you can continue with the Haim or do anything else that you would like. Now we can go on to the spinal mantra. We do the 7 mantras from the feet and ankle to the knees to the lowermost part of the spine, which is in between the buttocks and the back, and then the lumbar spine, the thoracic spine, the cervical spine in the neck, and then in the back of the head, in the very top, called the Shikha point. The mantra for the feet and neck are the same, that is Aim. Now let us begin from the feet and ankle with mantra Aim, moving to knees where we vibrate Shim, and move on to the base of the spine where we do Jim. Aim, Shim, 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 Jim. Now we move from the base of the spine to the lumbar region, then to the thoracic or the back region of the spine with Jim, Jaim, Haim. So let's go. Jim, Jaim, Haim. 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 Now we move from the thoracic spine to the spine and the neck to the back of the head with Haim, Aim, Om. Let's go. Haim, Aim, Om. 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 I'm Om, 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 I'm Om. Now we do all the 7 mantras in sequence, starting from the feet and ankle. Aim, Shim, Jim, Jaim, Haim, Aim, Om. 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 Now we can go on to our next rounds of Bhastrika. Let's get ready. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Ujjayi Kumbhaka followed by Bhramari. We can get ready for the next round of Bhastrika. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Ujjayi Kumbhaka followed by Brahma. Now, last round of Bhastrika. Let's get ready. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Ujjayi Kumbhaka followed by Brahmari. Now we can prepare for meditation. Mentally tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. I let go of everything. I let go of everything. I let go of everything. Feel a lightness come onto your shoulders. Maybe the whole body feels light. Make sure you're relaxed, but the spine is not bent. Make sure you have some good back support. If you have a preferred method of meditation, you can do it. Otherwise, visualize a rising vibration from behind the lowermost part of the sternum going upward and out of the top of the head. And the rising vibration feels like 3 syllables. I'm Om, I'm Om, I'm Om. And as you do that, we will have Om playing in the background. Mentally visualize the downpour from far above coming into you. Become aware of the senses from the top of the head all the way down to the bottom of the feet. The senses given to us to fulfill the purpose for which we are born. So, with that as the thought, whenever you feel you're ready to open your eyes, you can raise the palm of your hands and bring it in front of your face. And look straight into the palm of your hands when you open your eyes. With that, we end the practice session. And if there are any thoughts, questions, item for discussion, we are open for discussion. I don't see anything in the chat box, but anybody can unmute.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan. Thank you very much. Your morning session was very pleasant. Birds are chirping, seems nice, and very good morning session. Enjoyed. And you're going to attend morning for few days, or just wait till Ratna Kumar comes?
Tomorrow also I will be doing the mornings. I will be there in the morning. We'll see who is in the part of the session, but I'll be attending tomorrow morning also.
Session stop in the end, so we ended our own session.
No, that what happened
last
was,
part.
yeah, the internet connection got lost, so that's okay.
Yeah, so waited
Tomorrow we should-
waited for you. Then then we saw we send it,
Yes,
cut it
my
off.
meditation, it went off, yes. We lost the power.
I have one, yeah. I have a question. I have shared some information about some chakra vibration. All chakras, I read somewhere the chakra has different sensations, deities, elements, and all these things. So when we optic chakra vibrate, like Muladhara chakra has the element earth, it senses smell, and deity Brahma, energy Dakini. Same thing with Swadhisthana chakra, elements water, senses taste, deity Vishnu, and energy Rakini. And similarly, all these chakra has sense, taste, and sensations. All these, I mean, chakra, when we do this, so it increase like Muladhara increase like smell strength, and another is like Jalt increase the Swadhisthana increase the taste. This is a really affecting, or just is this so the how what is your opinion about this thing?
Okay, that's one this thing. Any other questions or thoughts? Yes, go ahead. Snigdhaji, go ahead.
I have a question. Any particular reason why you do so many rounds of the last Bhastrika or last one? We do like 3-4 rounds. We do that the most than any other. Any particular reason why?
Yes, I'll answer that question. Is there
And I
any?
have another question. Will
Yes.
you be starting a West Coast session again?
See, what happens is we are a knowledge building organization along with the segment that we share with people. So I need to balance my time. And largely, we are looking in terms of the volunteers who will manage it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
We had 2 people who were in the West Coast volunteers, people, and they could no longer support it. Okay. So we had one person from Phoenix, Arizona, another person from California, and another person from India. Okay. And slowly, one by one, people said we cannot commit to this, and each one by one they fell off. So if you would like to anchor it, and I'll get some of the others, then in which case we can get it started again.
Okay, thank you.
Even though there are not many people attending Western section, I used to attend some, and only few people attending. No, there are not many people who are attending the Western sessions. No.
Any other questions, thoughts, anyone? And then I'll answer all the questions together. Yes, Hemaji, go ahead.
Yeah, Dr. Rajan, I have the same question like Mr. Purohit about chakra. I'm reading a book right now, and in that one, it says, we are supposed to be using the crystals and some kind of essential oil and stuff like that. Does it enhance the practice by any chance, like doing all those, if one has time to do those things? I mean, it's a lengthy procedure, but your practice does work. I'm not comparing any of that with that, but I was just wondering, is that enhancement happens when you do that kind of practice?
Yes, I will answer that question. Anybody else? Any other thoughts, questions? Okay. So in that case, let me first answer the Bhastrika question. Okay. So in the case of Bhastrika, the reason why we do so many times is because the main focus of our practice is to align ourselves as well as increase the energy. As long as we align and increase the energy, we are automatically, the body will find whatever it needs to heal itself. The healing comes from the higher cosmos, whereas we need to just open ourselves to that healing. That's how the healing works. So as long as we have enough energy and we open out our channels, all the healing will work. So the Bhastrika is really an energizer, and that is the reason we do that all the time. Snigdha Sharma asked that question. I don't see her anymore. Is she here somewhere? No, she disappeared. Okay, no point answering that question. Anyway, so the question about the chakras and all of this. You see, we are a scientific oriented organization where we look for validation. You see, our own experience has been, and hopefully if you take a questioning approach to everything around, you will find 90% of everything that has been written in any field everywhere gets corrected as they go along over a period of, as people look at it. At one point in time, people will say ghee is bad, and 10 years after they will say ghee is good for your health. And at some point in time, people will say something else like, if you do a lot of exercising and push yourself and this thing, that is how you do this. And of course, the yoga's approach is you should never strain yourself. Everything should be within your capacity. So like this, these things happen. Now, what happens is, in the Vedic tradition, sound what they call as devatas literally mean are beings of light. The beings of light are like drivers of what enables you to, we are all, each individual, we are all like peripherals. You see, in a cosmic sense, you're no more than a printer. In the sense, what happens is, or I should say, you're no more than the paper on which printing is working, right? So in the cosmic perspective, the programs are being sent from there, and then the printer goes into action, and whatever are typed out and everything, that's what each one of us are, right? So what happens is, in the cosmic sense, devatas are the enablers to make the printing of whoever you are. So enablers for you to function. The names of the devatas mean nothing to me. I'm only interested in the functionality, and each one is a frequency and a vibration. Okay, so the mantras are only the things that are meaningful for me. The names that they call Rakini, Dakini, whatever, they don't necessarily mean anything to me. Okay, and with respect to crystals and gemstones and all of these, and the associated colors and all of these, each color has its own vibrations, and of course, with each chakra we associate each element of the 5 elements, like the Muladhara with Prithvi Tattva, the Swadhisthana with Water Tattva and all of that. And we are obviously using all of them because we are connecting with the same principles in the fingers, right? Now, with respect to crystals and gemstones, my experience has been that gemstones and crystals, based upon what kind of composition and what kind of blemishes they have, each has a different kind of property. Where if people say something is good for someone or for this purpose, I don't believe them anymore. Because what I have seen is that a lot of crystals are reprogrammable and you can make it work for whatever you need. So when people say this is good for that or whatever, I don't believe them anymore. But the thing is, basically, I have known that there are, I don't know how many people have heard of a very famous astrologer called Carve. So this man, actually, one of our own practitioners over here, the person actually told her, ruby is good for you. And actually, he had a ruby. And that specific ruby was specifically good for that person. Okay? Whereas on the other hand, any old ruby is not good for everyone. Okay? Because what happens is each stone, based upon whatever blemishes they may have inside them or whatever, create a different kind of vibration. So the way in which we select rubies, crystals, gemstones, is we actually take it in the hand and we mentally ask, is this right for the person? And is this right for that purpose? So generic elements, I don't find them useful anymore on all these crystals and all of this. So That is why, what books say and what, people say, you have to take them with a big lump of salt. And there may be some truth to it, but it may not necessarily be fully applicable and generically truthful for everyone. Okay. So that will be my answer for all of the chakras and all of these devtas. And the interesting part is we see them all as frequencies and vibrations, and there is truth. And actually, we were experimenting. Many of you know that we have the new Metatron with whom we have been running various tests and things. And the underlying element of the Metatron, how it accesses each element, whether it is your chromosome level or whether particular organ level or particular cell in the body, each of it has its own vibrations. And today, actually, interestingly, by the way, there are frequencies for the Muladhara chakra, the Agnya chakra, the Sahasrara chakra, and things like that. And what happens is, when we use our DNAs, we can send it to that person. And there are these small, what are called scalar waves and, torsion field generators, which we have bought. And these are separate from the Metatron. Metatron is a complete system. Whereas on the other hand, we did, Dr. Ashok Agrawala, who is our research partner, he bought those instruments. Actually, it only costs about a couple of $100, these wave generators. And he put my DNA on the top of it. And he did not tell me what chakra he was using the frequency for. And he was playing the frequency against it. And I'm connected on the phone. And he's asking me, where are you feeling the sensations? What is happening to you? And we were able to actually find that I was able to tell him it was this chakra, I'm feeling the stimulation, the rising, this thing. And then he said, oh, it is that exact frequency I'm using. Okay. So frequencies matter. But when people talk about Devata names and whatever and things, and remember, when we do any chakra vibrations and things, the way in which people chant changes the frequencies. Okay. So what happens is frequencies matter. And we have seen this. So again, I will say, from a Vedic system, there are many things. And I don't want to go into the belief system mode. I am more interested in the validation in the frequency mode. I am interested in the science, not in the beliefs.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so any other responses, discussions, thoughts?
What is
Mike,
mindfulness? What is mindfulness? Mindfulness.
One second. Birendraji, I have answered this question for you before, and you're asking me again. So obviously you have forgotten, but we'll come back to that in a moment. Now, but I have a question over here from Radha Danayak. Do you have any meeting at Starpipe? Okay, this time we don't have a meeting at Starpipe, but we have at Arya Samaj. Okay, but also what it is if you want to spend any time with me after the Arya Samaj meeting at 3 in the afternoon, Abhay Jain has kept an open invitation for anybody who wants to come and join us for tea. Okay, so you're welcome to join us. And Abhay Jain is in Sugarland, right?
So
And
I'm trying to get his contact. So far, I don't know his contact number. I'm trying to see if I can get contact.
no problem. I will give it to you right now. And let's see. Okay. So I will put the number for you over here, if that is helpful. Shall I read it for you, or do you want me to put it down?
Either is fine. You can read it to me, Dr. Rajan.
Okay, write down 832
Yes,
722
yes.
5174.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan.
Yeah, once again, 832 722 5174.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Yeah. And about this mindfulness meditation. Any other quick thing? Okay, mindfulness meditation is simply keeping your focus onto anything external that you can focus your mind in. Or when we say external, it could be an activity, it could be your breath. And one of the best way of mindfulness meditation practice for people for whom the mind is unstable, wandering all the time, is walking meditation. It's the best example of mindfulness meditation. And the walking meditation is where you have to obviously see where you're walking. You cannot just walk with your eyes closed, right? And the other part of it is you keep your awareness in your breath. So you keep the awareness on the breath as well as time the breath. You inhale with 2 strides of your walking, and you exhale with 4 strides. And if you find it is better for you to have 2 strides inhale, 1 stride you make a pause, and then 4 strides you exhale, or 3 strides you exhale, you'll find your own rhythm. But being aware of the rhythm and keeping to the same rhythm throughout will make it a mindfulness exercise. It's a highly calming way for somebody like Khemsaraji, for whom the mind tends to wander, he is unable to focus. That's a good practice. That is an example of mindfulness. The whole idea of mindfulness is keeping the focus on an activity that is external, not like internal, like a mantra or something. So Virendraji, is that a question answered for you?
Thank you, Dr. Rajan.
You're
Thank you so much.
Dr. Rajan,
Yes.
you mentioned a medicine instrument by which your colleague was able to, using your DNA, transmit the information to you.
Yes.
Now, can that kind of instrument be used for therapeutic purposes?
Yes.
So is it being looked into as a therapeutic? Because
It's fully developed. It is fully developed, and we are using it. But because somebody else has developed it, we are simply validating it. And if you have a need for it, we can use it for you.
Okay, because it seems like a pretty inexpensive instrument, so it can be, people can buy it and then a therapist somewhere else can use it for.
1 second. You see, the scalar wave generator as an instrument which you plug in and create it is only like $285 or $300. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, on the other hand, what happens is when it comes to healing, how do you know what is the right frequency to heal for your liver, or for your pancreas, or for the one cell, the alpha cells in your pancreas, or beta cells in your pancreas? How do you know how to target it, right? That is a different set. That's not as inexpensive as $300. Okay. So for that is where the Metatron comes in, where they have found the frequency for each cell in your organ, even going down to the chromosome, and inside the organs, things like the mitochondria and all of that. That is not a $300 system, and that is several $1,000 system. And so that is why when we found it to be very effective, after testing an instrument in September, Life in Yoga decided to invest $100,000, and we bought 10 instruments at a discount price. Okay. And so with the DNA, like hair or nail samples, we can heal for people. So what we are doing is the 10 instruments which we are bought, we are distributing it around the people who have the time to work. It takes a lot of time. It is very important to remember the best way in which you can manage your system is by daily practice of ensuring you're in sync with your purpose in life and you work with harmony within. That is what heals everything. But what happens is, having led a life at an earlier point in time that was not harmonious to your purpose of life, if you have damaged anything within you and simply doing the harmonic this thing does not help enough, then in which case this system can give the targeted healing, but that targeted healing to reverse something that has gone wrong within. And I don't want to use the names of diseases over here, but we think we can cure almost anything. Okay? So, but I don't want to make specific claims over here until we have actually done it. And so what happens is, for that we have seen in the few cases we have worked with, it takes about 4 to 6 weeks of daily healing in the first week, and then every alternate day after the second or third week, and it needs to be done for a period of about 6 weeks. So that each healing, depending upon the complexity of the issue, takes us anywhere from like 3 to 6 hours. Okay? So working with that healing like that takes a lot of time. And that is why we said people who have the time to learn the system and to give healing to other people, spending each healing time of like 3 to 6 hours, which is a long amount of time, and you can only heal like 1 or 2 people in a day, right? So that is where we are right now. And so, and of course, the first time when we do the assessment, that assessment can take us as long as 10 hours for each person, okay, with the DNA. So because what happens is, literally speaking, I'll give you an example. Now I have this a young nephew of mine over here who is only 23 years old, and he caught whatever he had, he started having a drippy nose, lack of vitality, sniffling, and all of this over here. So we put his DNA and we did a test on him. And in fact, what we found was that obviously his lymph nodes were affected, his lymphatic channels vessels were all affected. And we saw that, much to my surprise, the mitochondria was affected, but the place that surprised me was the endothelial cells were also affected, the endothelial walls and the blood vessels, all of them. And so when we had to finally give healing for him, we actually gave the healing in about 120 systems in the body, which included nerve-related systems, as well as the lymphatic systems, the vessel flow, cells, inside the cells, the mitochondria. And even we gave a healing to the ATP, which is simply a molecule, okay, in the body. And so what happens is, for a person for whom, which is very simple, and in one healing session, it was like he was like more than 50% or 70% healed. So we gave him a second session this morning. I gave him the system and told him, heal yourself. So he healed himself, and it was even better. We may need a third session for him to be completely healed, third or fourth session. But this is for a minor thing that came. It requires 2 or 3 or 4 sessions of healing, and each healing takes like 3 hours or so for him. Okay, 3-4 hours.
Thank you very much. It seems like a very promising area of working, and in the beginning it is hard, but we can in future look forward to great advancements from this.
Yes, but what it is very time consuming.
Yeah.
To get for this thing. So we think it will work, and that is why we are training people who have the time. That way they can give 4 hours time for a person continuously for a period of about 6 weeks to overcome. And so we'll see how it goes.
And in future, you might be able to establish ranges. This frequency works best for this range. This range of frequencies works best for this organ system and like so.
What happens is within the healing module we have, the frequencies are hidden. We don't know what they are.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay. Whereas but it works. But on the other hand, separately, we have the life frequency system where we can map each frequency and we know what the frequencies are.
Okay.
So we are testing both side by side. One is basically using the system as a empirically validated system. The other is going at the level of the frequency and the mechanism by which it is working. So the mechanism and the frequency is going to be a longer term research for us. But in terms of implementing the Metatron system is something which we can do very quickly now.
Looks very promising, Dr. Rajan. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan. How long does it take to learn all these things, like data analysis and everything, when you train? How many days, months?
The thing is, each person will be different. For people who have a medical background, where they can immediately go downstream from the organ down to the parts of the organ to the cells, and then what is inside the cell, and going down to the level of the chromosome. For people who have the medical knowledge to track inward, because when you see a problem with an organ, you need to be able to go, what is the next thing inside, and you need to go and test all of them and then give the healing at all levels, right? So for a person who has the medical background, it'll be a little easier, we think. But basically what happens is doctors also have a disadvantage. They only think in terms of physical and physiological terms. So when we have a spiritual person who has a medical background, that person is the best candidate who can learn very quickly. But the other element of it is using the system, which is simply computing system, and in every computing software, you need to learn where to go to do what and things like that. And there is something else. All of these come with abilities to go and match with the database. If you read this, then it gives us kind of a probabilistic system of what could be the reasons behind this, what kind of disease you may have. But those are not very good in terms of, you need to be very, very careful that we don't use it too much, and we go by conventional methods and we need to do correlation. So it is that way. So if you want to, heal with it, of course, we need a system. You need to acquire a system and then go through the healing process and all of that. So it is also expensive. So unless you want to spend $10,000 or $15,000 from your pocket, it may not be something you want to go into.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Rajan. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so any other questions? So in that case, we will end over here. Namaste, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rajan. It was really very knowledgeable. Thank you.